Accpac also allows you to copy an existing purchase order to a new current purchase order. This can save time during data entry if the same items need to be purchased from the same vendor. A purchase order from one vendor can even be copied to a different vendor in the event the items are to be purchased from someone else. In addition, multiple purchase orders can be copied at once, allowing multiple detail lines for multiple orders to appear on a single new purchase order. Once generated, optionally remove detail lines that are not needed prior to copying, or edit them within the purchase order entry icon, like a normal purchase order. The Copy Purchase Orders function copies an existing purchase order or multiple purchase orders to either the same vendor, because the same items need to be purchased again, or a different vendor, because the items need to be purchased from a different vendor. This function may save data entry time if there were several detail lines on the order to be copied. In the From Vendor Number field, enter the vendor number that retains the order details to be copied. Enter the vendor number for whom a new order is to be created in the To field. In the PO number range fields, enter the purchase order or purchase orders if multiple purchase orders are to be copied. If multiple orders are selected, Purchase Orders merges the detail lines from each selected order into one new order. It does not generate multiple orders. Each detail line from each order creates a separate detail line on the new order, even if there are duplicates of the same item. In other words, it does not merge identical item numbers for multiple orders onto one detail line on the copied order. Then accept or specify the tax group. The tax group defaults to the code assigned with the vendor being copied. Next, identify what the status of the new order being created should be. The Use PO Cost option determines which item cost to use on a new purchase order being created. Selecting the option instructs Accpac to use the cost as defined on the purchase orders being copied, even if the current cost for the item is different. Not selecting the option instructs Accpac to use either the vendor contract cost for the item being purchased, if there is one, or, if there isn't one, the current cost for the item from inventory. And click the Go button. Accpac then displays the detail lines in the lower portion of the window for each order selected. From the list of detail lines, indicate which items are to be copied using the Yes/No choice. Select No to not copy the detail line. Alternatively, the Delete key can be clicked to remove the line entirely. New lines cannot be added. If additional item details are required for the purchase order, add them after the purchase order is created within the purchase order entry icon. The remaining fields are as they were entered on the original order. If the vendor number is changed at the top of the window, the system incorporates the settings from that vendor. Remember, it is a copy function, copying details exactly. With the exception of the tax group override and the ability to update cost values using either the current cost in inventory for the item or a vendor contract cost for the item. Before clicking the Create button to create the new purchase order, review the detail lines and make any corrections, including quantity and cost adjustments. Once created, the purchase order is available within the purchase order entry icon in the event changes or additions need to be made.
Please proceed to purchase order periodic processing.